Hello, welcome back to Creating for the show where your favorite creator, me hopefully, sits down to talk about the fantastic projects. And today, it's a recent project. So recent exactly, in fact, that it has not even been out a week when you guys will see this episode. I'm talking about my brand new, award-winning short film, the Homeschool Glee Club. Let's chat about it. Well. I've been looking forward to this. We've been leading up to this point, talking about week to week about all of the different Okotoks Film in 48-hour challenges I've done over the years. And if you remember, my first year, Borrowed Ice, we won Best Picture. And since then, we have not won an award. We've made some great films that I think on a technical standard are an improvement over Borrowed Ice, both in just the scripting, the pre-production side, the acting, and also the post-production editing. All culminating in this year, and I'm so excited to be able to tell this story and talk about this film, because this was a hard one. This was probably the hardest film since A View from Halfway Down, so our second year. Now, for one, maybe we were a little out of practice, okay? We didn't do it last year because I had Matthew's wedding, so we weren't able to film and do a whole project. So it's been 2 years since we've done a Okotoks 48-hour film. Regardless, though, here we are. Now, it was time to film, so prepared for weeks. I've been ready, I'm excited. And just before we were about to start, like the week of, Cameron goes, I have bad news. I couldn't get Friday off. So he now worked like 6:30 p.m. until 6 a.m. the next day or something. And I went, okay, so I'm going down to Okotoks on my own. And he's like, I'm really sorry. I was like, it's fine. Like, we can still call. We can still meet up at like Denny's on your break. We can plan. We can figure this out. And I was trying to get people. I was like, hey, does anybody want to come with? Anybody want to help? Like, seeing if anybody's free. Fortunately, doesn't work out. No one reaches out. No one's available. So it really is going to be me and Cameron this year. Ivy works, so she can't even come. So Friday, 5 p.m. rolls around, and I get in the car and I drive. And I get there to Okotoks 5:45, okay? Early enough that, I'm there before the film starts, but not late enough that I get out of the car and it starts. Now I'm waiting. It's the little kickoff party. And they go, okay, can we get the teams to line up in front of their bags? And I'm on the phone with Cameron because he's called me. So I'm standing there, and they're like, Team McMaplet, come over here. And so I walk over. I'm like, Cameron, do you want to wait for the bag or me? And he goes, oh yeah, just leave the phone there. So we stand there. I stand there, of course. Just me. And I'm waiting. And then they go, it's 6 p.m. start. I got the bag. And so they've told us by this point, because this is the 10-year anniversary, so it's a big year. So they've told us that we all have the same genre. Musical. Well, crap. So I open the bag, pull out the little card, and it's genre 1, musical. Genre 2, teen comedy. And then prop, the concept of 10. Whatever that means to us. To say I was really stressed, it's an understatement. It's not that I didn't think we were going to do well. It was that the abstract idea and the very loose terms and instructions made it so I was a little worried that maybe I didn't know we weren't going to be able to get something out because we were going to have to spend too much time trying to figure it out. Because I had absolutely no idea what to do, really. We talk, we're like, okay, and I was like, Cameron, so I think I'm going to write a song for us. And he goes, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah. let's do that. And then I made a joke. I'm like, like 10, like, someone's going to do 110 beats per minute for their song. And he's like, oh yeah, that'd be funny. I was like, yeah. Anyways, he hangs up, goes to work. I get in the car, and as I'm driving home, I'm like trying to think of all these different ideas. I'm like, okay, like we could do like a High School Musical-itis where like someone just thinks that like life is like High School Musical. It's like teen comedy, so like we're doing like a high school age thing. Just coming up with all these different ideas, and nothing's really sticking. So I get home, and I'm like, okay, I have to try and really think of an idea. I don't have anything. I sit here for like 15 minutes. Can't get anything else. I'm like, let me watch an episode of Glee to get some ideas. As I sit there, I'm watching the first episode of Glee. I'm like, okay, well, what if we do something like this? So I take it, and I start just going with them. Like, okay, two of us. There's just the two of us. So how can we go about doing like a Glee type thing without having a school set to like film on, and B, like an actual cast and crew? And so I'm like, well, what about like homeschool stuff, like being homeschooled? And I was like, okay. And I'm like playing with the idea a little bit. Like, okay, it's like the Homeschool Glee Club. And from there, like I start writing some ideas. I'm like, hey, trying to go to like, we're playing into those jokes of like, right when Glee was big, and every show that would do something that was related to like Glee type thing, where they would do like a parody or whatever, it was like, oh, we have to get to nationals, and then but it's like first we have to get to this and this and this and this. And so I was like, hey, let's play into that of like, it's just the two of us in the Glee Club, so we're not big enough, like we can't qualify, but we do it, and we're weirdos. And ball starts rolling. I'm like, hey, now let me think of a song. I'm not a songwriter. I am absolutely not a songwriter. But I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like Googling like school like word like nouns, just like trying to like get some ideas of stuff. And I start writing like some lyrics. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Like I get some ideas out, and I'm like, this isn't very good. And then I try and sing it. I'm like, well, this is very bad because I can't get anything from this. And I'm like, hey, I'm trying to find some instrumentals, and nothing's working. And I'm like, this is not good. And then Sunday I meet up with Cameron. And so I go, get in the car, drive to Denny's. We're sitting there, we're eating. And I'm like, okay, so we're talking about the ideas. I'm like, okay, we're going to do like a Homeschool Glee Club type thing. So like wear like the Letterman jacket you wore to the Calgary Expo, wear that. He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, because you're going to be like the jock type. I'm going to have like a nerdy outfit on. That'd become the idea. And he goes, okay, I'm down. I'm like, okay, now here's the question. He's like, okay, I'm like, are you willing to shave your beard for this? And he goes, yes, but. I'm like, okay. And he goes, why? I'm like, I just think because like we're high schoolers, we could shave our facial hair to play the high schoolers. And he goes, I understand that, but would it not be funnier if we kept our facial hair? And I went, okay. And he went, but let me think it over. I went, okay, here's the deal. If you show up tomorrow morning to film and you don't have a beard, I will shave my mustache. But if you do, we'll keep it. And he goes, okay, deal. We finish. He goes back to work. We've had like a 45-minute break. Okay. I get back in the car. I drive home. I'm like, okay, I got some ideas. We're feeling good. Go to bed. Saturday, wake up. I'm like, hey, it's time to work. I drive Abby to work. I get back because I'm like, I want to be up early. I want to get my mind moving. I get back here. Come in. I'm like, okay, it's like 8:45. Cameron's not going to be here until like 11. Can't really do a whole lot of filming. Like I have some ideas and stuff. Let me do some prep work, but let me work on the song. So I get some props together. I do a bit of a storyboard out of some of the, like the main pieces of the story we want. And then I go to work on the song. And so we've decided that we're going to do a lot of improvisation for this year. We're not going to do a script like word for word. We have to do this, and this. Very much it's here's a concept. Here's where we want to get to. Here's some of the bits we want to do. How do we get there? Leaving it very open for us to try and see what feels right. Because again, We're still feeling very nervous about the musical part. Not something we have practice with, not something we have experience with. But I go to my room and I'm sitting there and okay, well, first things first, I need to find like something I can't find any instrumentals, so I just need to make something. So I find the software, I download it, and I start like, and it's like one of those where like you like can set an instrument and you press what beats it is and all that. So I'm doing that, I'm playing around with it. I'm like, okay, this sounds good. This sounds good. I'm going. And it's like kind of coming together, and then I play it, and I'm like, oh no, like this is terrible. And so I then go back, and I just have a beat line, and it's like 96 BPM. It's like boom, 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 or whatever. I don't remember what I went with first. Like, hey, let me just try and record my lyrics, and I'll make the music around it. So I record the song. I'm like, okay, let me just try and like progress. So like I'll have like a chorus. And then verse 1, chorus, verse 2, like, you know. Didn't work. Did not work. I could not get it to sound like something I was happy with. And I really hated what I was doing. So I'm like, okay, let's scrap it, let's start over. I'm like, okay, so obviously lyrics and then music isn't the way to do it. So what if I just try and make something that I think sounds good? So I spent like 40 minutes playing with it. It's like 10:30, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm in a place where I feel good about what I have currently. So I look at my phone, no text from Cameron yet, and he said he was going to text me when he's on his way. So I go, well, let's see what happens. So I go through, I tweak a couple of things, and then we record. And so I start recording, and I'm going, and it's about 11:15, and I get a text from Cameron. Bzzzt, on my way. All right. I take that extra time, though, and I just keep working on the song. I record like 4 or 5 takes, and each time I'm like, okay, I'm getting a little bit better. And then I start trying to harmonize with myself. And like the song is coming together well. Like I think it's nice. But it's not my favorite thing. And then I get one. And I record it and I listen back and I go, I think that's the one. I think that is the one. And then Cameron pulls up. Just in time. They go, great, we're going to start with you recording your version of the song. So we sit down and I give him the headphones and everything. I'm like, okay, like, you're going to go. Just listen to it the first time. You can listen to it like a couple of times, read the lyrics, go along with it. We go, he records his, takes him a couple of takes. And we finish, we're like, okay, we're good. Come back out, and Megan had shown up while we were in there, and he's doing that, and she goes, is Cameron okay? Like, what is he doing? I'm like, oh, he's singing. And she goes, oh, okay, didn't realize. That's cool. I'm like, yeah, yep, was cool. So she leaves, and we get to filming. I'm in my outfit, he's in his. We have like the 10 taped to his Letterman jacket, it's his number. And I go, okay, we're starting with this shot. Pull the table away, we set it up. It's like, okay, that's gonna be like the Homeschool Glee Club, like meeting area. Very much we're in just like a home. It's supposed to look like very like janky. And we go flying from there. We have some ideas of what we're gonna do. Ready for this? Most of the takes were one take. We would do it in one, we would watch it back, and we would go, I like that a lot, actually. I don't think we could do it better. And for a lot of them, we would also do a second take and go, yeah, it was not better than the first one. And that is something that comes with improvising. When you improvise, sometimes if the first one is really the best one, you can't recapture it sometimes in the second one. And that sucks, especially when you lose your mojo halfway through. That happens all the time. When I'm filming, especially when I'm filming this, and I'm really into it, because I don't do this with a script anymore. I'm really into it. And then I stumble in a place and I go, oh, fried. And I restart. And I go, nope. And so I have to watch it back, and then I have to take some notes, and then I go from there. It's like I need to have that. Like I cannot miss out on like the best parts. So we're good. We're flying through it. We get this whole, and I'm like, okay, Karen, like, the joke, and he goes, so let's do, like, we have to go to the nationals, but, like, it's actually, we have to go to qualifiers, and then it's, like, locals, and then it's, like, what did you say, like, regionals, and then, like, and we, like, go from there. I'm like, okay, perfect. Let's do that. And so we make the joke, and then we do our couple of different scenes. Then it's like, okay, we're going to film outside, do that little part, then we're filming our music video. We have to film our full music video, which we weren't doing anything crazy with it. And so we set up the camera, and we're just doing a test shot of me going outside storming. Set it up, we go out, we record our bit, come back in, and I'm like, Cameron, it looks fantastic. I don't think we could do better. Like, I think it captures the awkwardness of the film so well in that scene, where it's like we're awkwardly saying the words to "we're all in this together." So I'm like, I think that's really good, actually. So we come back. It's time for the music video. So we're like, okay, beginning part, because we had that, like, intro, and we, like, kind of do some, like, speaking over it. So I'm like, okay, let's do, and Cameron's like, let's do, like, silhouette stuff. So we go into the bedroom. I shut the window, get the light really bright behind us, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. And it comes out perfectly. Like, we're, like, very dark, but then we, like, lean forward and you can see us a little bit, and, like, we're, like, trying to look tough, but also it, like, very much feels like Homeschool. And the nice thing about the two of us being the only people doing this, no cast, no other cast, no crew, we're just, like, we literally are the Homeschool Glee Club of, like, it's just the two of us. We have nothing else. So it feels janky. It feels very low budget. And, like, very much like that. And I think that really works out in the end. And it paints a picture and really sets the atmosphere. So I love that. Okay. It really frustrated me and annoyed me in the first, like, when we were filming it. But actually going into it, I'm like, I really am happy that we didn't have anybody else. Because I think it worked out really well. Would it have been nice to have someone doing the camera? Absolutely. But I can get over that and say, it wasn't that bad. And the only point that really sucked not having a camera was the first bit. Because I wanted to zoom in and then I'd zoom out. But not having a camera in person, couldn't do that with me sitting there. Which is fine. Anyways, we do that and then we come out and we're like, okay, we're nothing crazy. And Cameron came up with this whole idea and he's like, okay, like, he's trying to explain it. I'm like, I think I understand what you're talking about, but, like, let me pull up a TikTok because I think it'll show exactly. And have you guys seen the guy on TikTok where he's like, it always starts with, like, yeah, I don't rock that song. And then the floating head of him starts singing and he starts, like, dancing and moving around the room and it's, like, really cool camera angles and stuff. That was kind of what he was, like, trying to explain. So I pull it up, I show him, and he's like, yeah, I'm like, okay. Then I storyboarded it out in the notebook and I'm like this, and he goes, exactly. I go, perfect. Load up the song and we each take a turn dancing to it. Then we go and we take a turn singing, like, close up to our faces. And then it's the final shot of the day, the slushie. Because I know we cannot film any other scenes afterwards. So we go through multiple times to make sure everything is filmed. We get in the car, we go get a slushie. Then we practice this a couple of times to make sure that it's gonna work out. Because we only have one take. Okay, set up the backup camera, main camera. Cameron's mic'd up, my mic is off. And I'm like, hey, should I water this down, like, to make it more splashy? And he goes, Liam, that's a great idea. So I take some, scoop some out, pour some water in, mix it around, put a slushie back in, water, mix it. So now it's like a good, like, watery consistency. Bring it out, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. Step out. Psh, nerd. Wow, was that cold. It had been snowing that whole day. It was pretty chilly. So yeah, I was now covered in, I was sticky, cold. Really not feeling it. Really was not. I was, yeah. Come back inside. I'm like, hey, perfect. We clean up everything. We, like, rinse off because now my patio was, like, red. So I rinse that off. I have a shower. Cameron records a song that was originally going to go over the end credits, but then I decided to stick with just our original song. We come back, we wrap, like we make sure things good. Cameron leaves, and I started editing. I get a first draft done. Great. And then, and mind you, like, it wasn't like immediately. Cameron left. I went to go pick up Abby. We came back, and it was like 9 p.m., almost 10 now. And I started filming. Like, I go in and I start editing. And I'm like, I'm going through it. I feel like it's coming out actually really nicely. And then it's like 11:30, and I'm exhausted because I did not sleep long the night before. So I pass out. Wake up at like 2 in the morning. I do another pass through. I go back to bed. 9 in the morning, Abby leaves work. I get up. I start working. And I'm like, hey, this is coming out really nicely. I'm flying through it because I've done already 2 edits. Going through it, and I go, 6-minute time limit. I had to cut a lot of stuff, which is fine because we again improvised, but with the idea that there were scenes where you're integral. If we have to cut you, we cut you. And so with that mindset, I'm going through. I'm like, okay, well, this was like fluff piece of like. There's a whole, like, I think it's like 3 minutes that I cut of Cameron and I just talking about our 10-year history of doing the Homeschool Glee Club since the 5th grade, now that we're in the 10th grade. And again, we used 10, and so that was one of the ways we used 10, was anytime we needed a number, we went for 10. And it was like an added joke of like, oh, we started to Homeschool Glee Club in grade 5. We've been doing it for 10 years now. This is our 10th year doing it. And now we're in grade 10. And so we're going. And I'm like working away. So I cut that, and I'm like, okay, I cannot fit the whole music video and everything I want. And I go, I gotta bite the bullet. I gotta cut part of the music video up. So I cut out the second verse. I'm like, okay, it's good. And then I sit down for a second and I go, well, what if? And so I go back and I change it to 110 beats per minute. Boom, shortens the song. I'm like, okay, great. Bring it in, and I go, fuck. I now have to change the footage for the music video we already filmed to be 110 beats per minute. So I go and I like look, I'm like, okay. I Google, I'm like, what is the percentage like speed up going from 96 to 110? And it's like this much, and I go, perfect. And so I speed up the footage that much. And it doesn't line up. So I tweak it a little bit, and I get it to line up perfectly, where you actually really cannot tell that I've sped it up at all. And I'm like, great. It doesn't fit any more of the song in the film. So I'm like, okay, well, I can't fit another verse. I'm like, let me leave it. And instead of trying to add more song, I add more footage, like film. So I had a couple bits back in, like, that add to the joke. And then we finish it. And I watch it through a couple of times, send it to Cameron, and he's like, I send him the music video too, and I'm like, it's better than I expected. And he goes, I thought you were messing with me when you said it was better than we expected. You were not. This is incredible. Send him the film draft, and he goes, this is really good. Like, I really like it. I'm like, perfect. I tweak it a couple of times. I go through it once, twice. I leave it for half an hour. I come back, watch it again, and I go, I think it's done. I send it in. I do the little submission form, like, oh, we used 10 whenever we need a number. Also, our song is at 110 beats per minute. Send it off, do a teaser trailer, and that's that. We're the first ones to send our films in. Awesome. Weeks go by, haven't really thought about it, and comes to last weekend. And so it's Saturday, we're getting there. We drive down Okotoks. We go for the screening, so we're watching all the films, and some of them were really, really good. Like, I was really impressed with how people did it, but also I knew this year was going to be a hard year because it's a musical. So we're watching, and we're second. And so if you guys want to see the full reaction, it'll actually be linked in the description down below to the vlog where we watched the film. I filmed our entire reaction to it in theaters. It was really funny. But like, we're watching some of them, like, oh my God, they're really good. Like, these guys are really good songwriters. These guys are really good singers. Like, they didn't have to use heavy autotune like us. We're watching them, like, oh, don't know how good this is gonna be. And then it comes to wartime. We're sitting there, And they go, okay, first award we want to give away is for best prop. So the use of 10. And Katie, the festival director, starts explaining it. She goes, so the team we chose to use this, not only did they use it in the best way, but also in a really creative way. In the really creative way that surprised us and we really enjoyed it. And so not only did they use 10 in any chance they needed a number, and I go, it sounds like us. And Cameron goes, no, it's not. And I'm like, well, it just sounds like us. Like, and then she goes, but also they told us that they wrote their entire song with that in mind. And I go, that's us. And he goes, and Cameron goes, yeah, sure it is. And I go, she's saying word for word what I wrote in the submission. And he goes, uh-huh. And she goes, and so they told us they wrote their song at 110 beats per minute. So the award for best prop goes to the Homeschool Glee Club from Team McMapplet. And I go, that's us. And he goes, yeah, Cameron, that's literally our film. And he goes, oh my God, that is our film. And we stand up, and we won the award virtually. Okay? Borrowed Ice was a virtual award. We were not there in person. So we got it in person. Wow. Nerves. That was such an awesome feeling, though. Like, that was so cool to get the awards and just be standing there, and it was like, I don't know, just such a different moment. And so they like bring a popper in, and like they try and get it, and they can't, so they give it to Cameron, and he can't get it, so he gives it to me, and go, confetti cannon goes off. And then a bunch of the other awards go, and we're like, wow, like, I can't believe we won. I was not expecting that. We're out afterwards, we're like chatting. Katie comes up and goes, and here you go, you guys did an awesome job. Like, I'm so impressed. Thank you so much for participating in this here. And gives us a little plaque that says best prop. And so that was awesome. Came home Saturday night, went to bed Sunday, worked, got off work, and I came and I did the final edits, and it came out Monday. I am so proud of Homeschool Glee Club. It was really a fun film, and like looking back, I really enjoyed it. It was a challenge, but I think we did it as best we could. I feel great about what we did. And so, yeah, that was Homeschool Glee Club. And with that, that's the 25th episode of the Cutting Room Floor. Coming to a close. Thank you so much for watching. I genuinely really like Homeschool Glee Club. It's grown on me. It was one of those where I was like, I don't think I could watch it because of the singing. But the more I've seen it, and the more time I've had to think about it, I'm really proud of what we did. It was so outside of our comfort zone that I'm so proud of us. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Thank you to my patrons. Your names are scrolling by here. So many of you. Really appreciate it. Link in the description. Check out the film and the reaction vlog. I'll see you guys in another episode very soon. Goodbye.